I see, yes, okay, fine.
The witness's evidence is crucial in the determination.
Okay, fine. Yes, ma'am.
I also confirm the same that from our consultation it appeared that the witnesses do not have means to come to court and also to meet the accommodation as well. However, my Lord, at this stage, in respect of item number 5, I will not be mentioning the names out of those witnesses, my Lord. I will
Why not?
for safety reasons, my Lord.
For safety.
I will give the list of the witnesses that I will be calling after item number 5 and testify tonight.
Yeah, you have to mention those on the. If you're launching that application, this court has got the inherent jurisdiction to be apprised by yourself through a note which will be privy only to yourself and the court and the state that you're calling so and 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 so.
Yes,
So that when I make the order, if I do, it will mention the names of the witnesses the client intends calling.
yes, and the place where they will be coming.
There'll be?
And the place, name of the places where they will be coming from.
Oh yeah, fine. But the other point is, okay, before I mention that, are you through?
I will provide such information to all the parties as well as the court.
Okay, fine. Okay, the state, Mr. Badri?
As a court, please, firstly we did assist the defense, my lord,
Yes.
issuing out subpoenas for all those witnesses. But secondly, as a matter of principle, the registrar does not pay any traveling and subsistence expenses for consultation. They only pay for the witnesses to be.
When they travel?
Yes. And if one looks at section 179 2B, it presupposes that the request before it comes to court must be submitted to the prescribed officer. And as Mr. Ramusipuli mentioned, the prescribed officer can only be the registrar. So it appears that the request must first be made to the registrar and or the court manager now, and if the court manager or the registrar is not in a position to assist the defense, then that matter must then be referred
Two? Then the matter must be?
referred to the court.
Okay. What does the Legal Aid Act say? Mr. Nis, what does the Legal Aid Act say?
I haven't gone through the
How can you not be? Because that's the principal act which you must read and which will apprise yourself and myself of the
I took it.
obligations and duties and of the Legal Aid Board.
Thank you, Madam. I took it on face value from what my colleagues said, from my colleagues from Legal Aid, what they said about the payment of witnesses for the defense.
Okay.
That is exactly what I narrated to the court.
Okay.
But insofar as what Mr. Makoneka Baloi has actually indicated to the court, the provisions that he had just mentioned should be read in conjunction with section 191.
191.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Criminal Procedure Act.
What does it say?
Where now it says the payment of expenses of witnesses, where the provision that is just mentioned to court deals with the manner of subpoenaing a witness. So this one specifically, 191, deals with the payment of expenses of witnesses, wherein the defense witnesses are also being mentioned and catered for in the specific provision.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam. Specifically section
191 and 17.
subsection 2. Yes. Thank you.
And the accommodation, I see the calling of the witnesses. What about accommodation? Yeah. Because you're talking about traveling expenses so far.
Section 191 also includes that.
says you can accommodate them.
Yes.
On the day they are going to give evidence.
Yes.
Or are
but
they
when
coming
one-
here and then they book the Sheraton for 3 months?
But when one looks, my lord, at the authorities that deal with the Chimban
Yeah,
one,
that's it.
they are very specific in that the accommodation of such witnesses should be made in such a way that they get accommodated not only for the day on which they will be testifying in court. Say for instance, they will be testifying for 2 days, the provision must be made for 2 days. And if they will be testifying for 3 days, provision must be made for 3 days. That was the interpretation in cases that are...
And what type of accommodation? 5-star? Lord Nelson
Yes,
at Cape Town?
yes,
Sun City?
yes.
What type of accommodation?
It's not specified, my lord, but common sense would dictate that it would be the most reasonable one. I think in the government sector, members of public funds, and it will not be expected of a person to want to be accommodated in accommodated areas. But as long as it is reasonable, it is humane, it also gives him dignity or her dignity in terms of the accommodation. I think that will suffice.
Okay. But you can't know when you're going to call the witnesses until you have done your. I don't know. I'm not dictating how you must run your case.
Yes, ma'am.
You can only tell the court you will call the witness on such and such a day, assuming he stays in Durban.
Yes.
Then he will come to Pretoria today to testify tomorrow. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah, but you can only be able to tell me that if you know when you intend calling that witness.
Yes, my lord, because as we intend to start, we would have loved to align them in a particular sequence. However, due to the constraints that Mr. Ramusupil and my colleagues have alluded to, the economic background, we will be guided with. We'll be guided by what the court decides in terms of the requests and the application that we're making.
Are they all not employed, or are they employed? Others are not employed. What is the situation?
Some are employed, my lord. Although not formally employed.
What do you mean not formally employed?
My lord.
What do you mean not formally employed?
That's the situation in South Africa, my lord.
Is it?
Others would just go and be employed for a week or two.
Ah, see.
Others are in the taxi industries, not being drivers or owners, but as queue marshals. It's just the situation of what is happening in South Africa. Thank you, ma'am.
Understand that.
Thank you, ma'am.
And the other story is, are they from where? Which area?
Well, my lord,
Or all of them? Which area, Mr. Ngomalu?
they are from those that I will be calling on behalf of Mr. Mnuve and Sibiye. They are coming from various areas.
What do you
Others are in Gauteng, others are in Mpumalanga, and others are in KZN.
Okay, let's hear Mr. Ramusipili.
As the practices, my lord, the bulk of the witnesses are what I call common witnesses, my lord. So whoever Mr. Mnisi, Advocate Mnisi is going to call, I'm also going to call the same witness, my lord, except from maybe 1 or 2. But also, my lord, they are from KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga, Gauteng, Northwest, my lord, is the witnesses.
Okay, understand.
Most of their interviews, meaning the evidence of witness that my colleagues are going to be calling will also be calling those witnesses. They are around Gauteng, KZN.
Okay, yes, Ms.
Thank you,
Shololo.
5 witnesses will be from Johannesburg, and then 3 witnesses will be from KZN.
Okay. We all know the names of those witnesses. There's no Mr. X.
We do, my lord. However, for reasons
Yeah, fine.
They are beyond our control. We will choose not to divulge the name of those witnesses
Okay.
publicly, my lord. I
All
think the
right.
suggestion that the court put forward there, that their names, that their actual names should only be privy
Yeah,
to
fine.
us and the court, I think that would do well. my lord.
Okay. Mr. Badoi, where's the register? Have you discussed this with the register?
Well, it is the information that is being mentioned for the first time to us today. We haven't had that opportunity.
Okay. You haven't discussed that with the register?
No.
You only discussed it with the legal aid board? I mean, you did not also?
Ourselves, no. We didn't know what was going to happen.
Oh, okay, fine. All right.
We only hearing this for the first time.
Okay, what does the Legal Aid Act says about this, what we were discussing?
Thank you, my lord. If I can just respond regarding that issue, my lord. We had a meeting with the management for the legal aid
Yeah.
last week, my lord, and they indicated, my lord, that the act is silent regarding the duty
Yeah.
to pay the defense witness.
It's silent?
Yes.
Okay.
silent. And also on top of that, my lord, they have ran out of the budget.
Oh.
Even if they were willing to assist, but they ran out of the budget to assist the defense in securing the attendance.
They don't have the budget since we're talking.
Even us, we don't even know whether we'll be paid or not.
There are people who they can sell the cars for.
Yes, that's why we are bringing this application in order to say right now we have a problem that the legal aid does not have, has run out of funds, and the witnesses do not have means to bring themselves to come to the court.
When you say they ran out of funds or it was their budget, do they mean for this particular case or do they mean for all legal aid applications in South Africa? Because every day people approach the legal aid board for funding. Are they saying we don't have money for all of them, or are they just particularly saying for this particular case?
I'm not before Mr. Joseph from legal aid.
Is it here?
Court today, yes.
Oh yeah.
To explain on behalf of legal aid.
All right, fine.
As the court. Thank you, my lord.
The court pleases, my lord. My lord, just to put issues in perspective, we had a meeting with counsel in the matter concerning how to secure the presence of the witnesses to court. We have provided them with research relevant to bring this application before you, my lordship. And as far as the Legal Aid Act is concerned, the issue relating to defense witnesses is excluded, is silence about it. And it is my submission, it is silence, so I submit, my lord, because the remedy is found in the Criminal Procedure Act to the relevant sections that I have referred my colleagues to.
191 and 170.
That's correct, my lord. And that's the position. As far as the budget issue is concerned, legal aid has not run out of budget, as my colleague has put it. There is budget constraints, to put it appropriately, my lord. That's the case, as the court pleases.
Right. But the Legal Aid Board is not opposing this application.
No, this application we are not opposing.
You're not opposing it.
This application, it is on the instructing attorney's instruction to say, for you to secure your witnesses, Criminal Procedure Act does give you a way forward about it. And this is the application before you, my lordship. And above that, I need to put on the record to state that this application itself should not impede the proceeding of the trial, because witnesses have been consulted, counsels knows which witnesses they intend to call, and on that basis, that's why they bring in the application. I can't see it any other way that counsel will bring this application before you, my lordship, without having consulted witnesses. as the court pleases.
Yeah, that's the impression I get, that these witnesses have been consulted.
Yes.
Is that so, Mr. Minister?
That is correct.
That is correct. Yeah, they have been consulted.
Yes, I confirm, my lord.
So when the court makes the order, they just need to come and give evidence at all the court.
As the court is.
Mr.
Indeed, we agree with the submissions of I think just out of abundance of caution, maybe we just to discuss the situation with the court manager first, before a final order is made.
The court manager, is it the registrar or the court manager?
Well, I think
Because the court manager,
because she controls the budget.
they also say the budget is constrained.
Well, it's for legal aid South Africa.
No, it doesn't depend on the budget. It depends on the rights,
Yes.
which one of this court must accord to the accused.
Yes.
Because if it depends on the budget, then guilty.
Yes, yes, no, we,
So means must be made, reasonable means must be made to subsidize or pay for the
Yes.
accused witnesses. I suppose that will also include accommodation, reasonable accommodation.
Yes, the court manager might, for instance, say this type of accommodation that falls within,
Yes.
this kind of amount should be secured for the witnesses.
Right, that's very reasonable. I know because somebody wanted to put me into the Sheraton for this case. And because I'm stupid, I said, no. All I want is just a place. And apparently in Victoria there's no decent hotel which I will stand at all the Sheraton. So I decided, well, I'll sleep at home. You know that regulation. They say 50
Yes.
kilometers, right?
Yes.
The judge acting or retired has to handle a case. The state has got to pay for his travel expenses and accommodation if that judge lives within 50 kilometers of the seat of the court. You didn't know that?
Well,
You must know that there's going to be a judgment. No, okay, you know what? Not to waste time. After having listened to the submissions, I think it's reasonable. Because the matter has been discussed with all the parties concerned. The only exigency, as I understand, is the court manager.
yes.
But you only address to reasonable accommodation and food for the night before the witnesses are called. Okay, fine. So the order will be granted. It is granted. Okay?
As the court places.
So, on the premises, then, Mr. You may begin, you may start. Unless you want to say to me, you want to call the witnesses first,
No.
and the client thereafter.
As it,
Just the act allows you to.
as it
But
is,
if you say you're starting with your client or your clients, you may do so.
as it is a court, my lord.
Okay.
On that note, my lord, may I then proceed to call the first witness for the defense? And that's, excuse me, my lord.
You're calling the witness for the defense.